This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side goes Shipley. And he stopped immediately there. They're tackled there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. You look at this Packers defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. Now they'll audible to something else. Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get in to make it 8-0. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard
line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 52, black shot. Red, cycle. Hut.
Love now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Red, yellow, 60, red, smash, red. Set.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Love. A complete once again to Watson. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 35 yards. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Running left, it's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set. Ready.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age.
There he goes, right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Rail. Yellow. Hut.
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Second and a yard. At the 6-yard
Huge.
line.
Yellow. Drill green. Red. Cycle. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut the lead back down to 2. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Let's go now.
Packers will set up for the
Black 40.
2-point conversion.
Blaster. 6. Blue striker. Black shot. Hut, hut. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
They're on the 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Eagle blue. Here we go. Set. Blue 32. Slide blue. Green jack. Ready.
Throwing. Love. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10.
Field black. Smash red. Claws red. 10 black. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
King, Phil King. Kyle left Yeti. Hey, easy, 63. Nope.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Good.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Good.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Go Silver, right?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, 73.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the Packers' 18-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Don't touch it. Anyway, like a hornet. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 17 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Down. 45. White. Black Ultra. Claws red. Fury yellow. Set up.
To throw now. Here's Love. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
White. 6. Magic. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 43.
Working out of the gun. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hey, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 65 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And Hurts going to move him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
22 needles.
Up 2nd and goal.
Ultra.
Jacobs again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. And
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two.
Will set up for the 2-point.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Hurts will throw. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Makes the score Eagles 40. Packers.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Black 40. Set, cut.
Operating from the gun. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
50, drill green. White. Ready?
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Smash, red. Ready?
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Green jack, here we go, set. Blue, 32. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Down the left sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
73.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Silver.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Go Silver, ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. On the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll shift things around.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready?
Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Got it.
First down.
Claws red.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Down. Red, 38. Ready.
Love now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. 45. Watch. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Here we go. Set. Fit.
Here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up, and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On the set. Red, ready. Green jack, yellow, 43.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
39 yards. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Eagles 40.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
63.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now he'll throw it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Eagles.
Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
63. Hey, Silver.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
30 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 10 black. Green jack.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
Let's go. Go.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10
Blaster,
at the
six.
29-yard line.
Claws red. Steel black. Ready?
Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Down. 52 blue. 43 rail. Hut, hut.
Going back to Love. And he takes a shot on the release.
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yellow, 22.
Throwing. Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Offense set to begin their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Now he's loose at the 40. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. The CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
6, mega, set, hut. 33, yellow. Black ultra.
Back to throw. Love. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard
To throw now. Here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 6 yards away. And the Packers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 65. Eagles 47.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hurts.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Easy, 63, back. Now let's get it.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Trevor. 63.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good. For Eagles.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
63. Now let's get it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And now an audible here into something else. From the gun, it's Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Silver. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.